welcome back to a chapter a day. It is Friday. Happy Friday and happy end of the week. We have made it through safely through another week. So we will be reading Joshua chapter 5 today. Remember, they are going into battle with Jericho. They have already crossed the Jordan, and God instructed Joshua to let them um, pick up 12 stones as a remembrance of that event, so that they can tell their children. That's how things keep living. When a generation stops telling their children about God, what's happened to that generation that comes after them? Your children won't know. You have to keep it going. God is such a major part of our lives as believers that if we stop telling our children, some children grow up never even hearing the name God, or hearing a story from the Bible, going to church. We have to keep it going. We have to tell them, at least give them that chance to know God and have them choose for themselves, just like we did. So, with that said, we will be reading Joshua chapter 5, and today is July the 26th. All right, let's go. And it came to pass when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was there spirit in them any more, because of the children of Israel. At that time the Lord said unto Joshua, make these sharp knives and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made him sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskins. So I believe they did this as they left Egypt. They had to circumcise the males, and now again as they're crossing the Jordan. So this is like a second baptism really for all of the children of Israel. And I believe I heard it referenced like that when they were passing through the Red Sea. That was the first one, and this is the second one because it's a new generation. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war, died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. So this is a new breed entirely. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness by the way as they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, like God had said, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, unto whom the Lord sware that he would not show them the land, which the Lord sware unto their fathers, that he would give us, a land that floweth with milk and honey. And their children, whom he raised up in their stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when they had done circumcising all the people, that they abode in their places in the camp till they were whole. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgal unto this day. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, even at the plains of Jericho. And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow after the Passover, unleavened cakes and parched corn in the same day. And the manna ceased on the morrow after they had eaten of the old corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. Wow. So manna stopped after they had crossed over after they had come out of that wilderness and come into the land of Canaan. I believe God said, you know what, that's it. Now you have the land flowing with milk and honey. You don't need the manna anymore, and it stopped. Wow. Just like Elijah, when the raven kept feeding him until God and the brook dried up, God said it's time to move on. Sometimes we need to know when it's time to move on. Okay, so we need to pray for that power of discernment. And verse 13. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with a sword in his hand, with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries? And he said, Nay, but as a captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. Doesn't that sound like what happened with Moses at the burning bush? Oh, yeah. God told him, take off your shoes. You're standing on holy ground. I have this thing, and I will tell you, I got it from a person from Asia. That's the custom there. They said, whenever someone comes into your house, let them take their shoes off. And I know I have started practicing that over a decade ago. I leave 2 shoe racks at my door, and when you come into my home, you are requested to remove your shoes and leave them there. Because shoes are dirty anyhow. They track everything and I see some stuff on the ground, on the roads, on the pavements. As you walk out there, just coming out of your vehicle, going to a car, you would be surprised the things you step on. And people walk all of that through their house, onto their carpets. For me, it's a health thing, and I know God is a God of health. And if you want to keep your home germ-free, and I'm serious, I mean, germs been coming otherwise from within us, but that's one sure way. The things we step on, stick to our shoes, and you bring them inside your home, and you leave them everywhere. So take shoes off. Let people take their shoes off at the doors of your home, whether it's the front or back. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 5 of Joshua. And once again, we will be moving on to the next chapter the next day. But for now, I pray you have a great weekend, those of you out in the workplace. And if you're not like me, I pray you have a good weekend anyway, and be blessed. And until our next reading, remember, faith comes by the hearing of God's word. So take care. Bye.